undecided, you don't know which one to get. S23 Plus or S23 Ultra, they're both beautiful phones. Relax, forget about it. Jon The Wireless Guy's got you. So we're gonna go into the specs of each one. Now we've done a video thus far on the S23 and S23 Plus, and we did a video on the Ultra, and there are more videos to come because it's so much information to unpack in one video. We have to spread it out. So in my wireless day job, I have been getting this question asked a lot. So I thought, hey, let's do a video on it. And that question is, what's the difference between the 23 Plus and the 23 Ultra? They're both big phones, but I mean, what's really the differences? So today we are going to unpack that and take a look. But first, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We are working on 1,000 subscribers this year. We're at around 500 right now. Thank you so much if you've subscribed already. If you think anyone that you know in your sphere of influence can benefit from this channel, then please share it with them. Thank you. So the 23, right? We've gone in it. What we know so far from the videos we've done, same color spectrum you have in the Ultra, you have in the 23 Plus, and you have in the 23. Your lavender, your green, your cream, and your phantom black. In the Ultra, we have the cream, and then in the 23 Plus, we have the black. In the 23, we had the lavender. So if you want to see those colors close up, feel free to check out the other videos. So you have right now in my hand the 23 Ultra. All right, you see the 3 camera lenses. And then you have, on the other hand, the 23 Plus, also 3 camera lenses. Now, when you compare side to side in terms of sizing, yes, the Ultra is a little bit bigger. The Ultra is not as squared off as the 23 Plus. Now, for my folks out there that just want a bigger phone, this would probably do the job. You don't want a lot of the bells and whistles. You want to keep the cost down, but cost is another factor, right? How much more is the Ultra than the Plus? Now, it depends on the carrier you go through because they do sometimes have different pricings and they have different promotions, which is going to make it different for you. Are you new to that wireless company? Are you existing? Do you have any loyalty offers? Definitely things to ask when or before you decide to switch carriers. You want to make sure your current carrier can maybe get you where you want to be, whether it be new phones or service. They may be able to, depending on what they have access to. So it's always good, go into a store, give them a chance. Oftentimes when you call over the phone, you may not have that same, as with anything, right? You call, you get someone, you may have to call back. So I recommend to go into a store to take a look. Hopefully you get someone knowledgeable like myself. So when comparing these, you're looking at about $200, $195 difference between the two. If you break it out over 36 months or 24 months or 30 months, depending on your carrier, it's really not too much more a month. So let's take a look at the stats, because when we take them out of the box, right, you get the same stuff in the box. You still get the cable, you don't get the brick. They're both Type-C. They both don't have the capability to add an SD card for extra storage. You have a stylus in this one, but interestingly enough, when I asked my Note folks, because Samsung has not yet made a Note, this is basically their Note, they may down the road, who knows, I asked them, do you use a stylus? And they're usually like, very rarely do I use it, or gosh, I forgot it even had it, or I lost that thing a long time ago. So it does depend. Now, yes, I do have folks that say, yes, I love it, but it's not as many as you would think. Maybe just in the area I'm in, because obviously that does play a factor into it. So you have a stylus in the Ultra. You don't have that in the 23 Plus. Obviously, SIM card, they both have a physical SIM card, but they both have the capability to do a eSIM, have a secondary phone number on the phone. In fact, you can have up to 8 numbers on a phone that's eSIM capable, and you can use 2 at once. We did a video on eSIM comparing the Pixel and the iPhone, so that's a great video to check out if you are interested in doing eSIM or wanting to know more about it and have 2 phone numbers on one phone. So check that out. But as I hold it in my hand, it feels really good. I don't have the biggest hands in the world. For me, that feels good. It's not bad either. A little bit big, right? When you go to the hole down here and you want to go up. I don't know if Android has it. iPhone has where you can kind of double tap on the bottom and it brings the screen down, so then you can reach it easier. So this isn't too bad, as I do in one hand. Most times I do a lot of things on the phone with one hand as I'm multitasking. So they both feel very good, very similar. You'll see that there's 2 additional lenses on the Ultra, the smaller ones there. You have your 3 main ones, which they both have. Then you have the additional 2 on the Ultra, because it does have a 200 megapixel camera on the Ultra. So let's dive into the stats. The S23 Plus versus the 23 Ultra. So the 23 Plus is 6.6 diagonal, the 23 Ultra 6.8. Display resolution and type, so 1440 by 3088 on the Ultra. Display refresh rate's the same. Battery, a little bit of a bump in the 23 Ultra for 5,000, 23 Plus 4,700. 3.4 Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, so same processor. Your RAM is the same. Again, I wish they would have done 12 gigs of RAM in the 23 Ultra. Storage-wise, you're the same. 256 gig and 512. You have the option of both. Main camera. So those of you folks out there that love taking photos, you have 50 megapixel in the 23 Plus versus 200 in the 23 Ultra. Last year's 22 Ultra had 108, so they put a major bump there. Your wide lens the same, your telephoto lens the same, your video capture the same, your front camera the same. Weight wise, 8.25 ounces versus 6.91. 23 Plus, obviously it is a smaller phone, so it's going to be lighter. You have pretty much all the same stuff as we go down through features, accessibility, connectivity, input. The Ultra has the stylus, the 23 Plus doesn't. Yes, they both wireless charge. So again, very, very similar phones. The Ultra is going to come out ahead in terms of size, in terms of Ultra, right? With the camera, that's why it's an Ultra, because they put a lot of those features in there. Your camera, your battery, your size of the phone, and the stylus. That's your main reasons of why, if any of those things I mentioned you like or want, then you're going to want the Ultra. It's going to be worth the $5-6 extra a month, or if you just pay it outright, that extra 200 for the 256, the 512 is going to be more in each 23 Plus or Ultra. So which one is for you? Which one are you leaning towards? Let me know in the comments below. As always, like, share, subscribe, and make it a great day.